Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. And I forgot where my camera was. It's here now. News is here. Feedback is here. Cameras here. Yeah, it's just a weird day. And I was hoping I had a little bit more time to get prepared for today. But I was on a meeting. It ran a little bit late. I didn't think it'd run as late as it is. And I did not get a chance to get the camera lined up, the settings lined up, or, I think I might have to, if I'm going to use this camera angle, probably buy a new lens as well. So this is a special Monday night live edition of the Weekly News Roundup. This is the business and Sillyville news that I did not get a chance to record last week as I was in my crazy undisclosed location. And as I was doing that, But I am actually somewhere now. I'm still away. I'm not officially on the road yet. I'm actually at a conference now. I just happen to have internet. So we are here. And if I open up my door back here, you'd see a trailer park and stuff like that. So a camper park. Family campground, whatever. So I did want to go ahead and record live today. We can probably do a little bit of Q&A about the crazy van setup as well, if you guys are interested in that. We are running pretty good right now as far as everything's going. I am, what's my battery at? I got to let it cycle through for a second. Battery's still running strong at 13.2 volts. I do not anticipate any issues, and we're all running pretty good. I can probably turn off. Let me see what happens if I turn these lights off. So if I turn that off and that up, that actually looks a little bit better, a little darker in the background. That's right. And let me switch those off too. Actually, those give us just a little bit of little ambient light. So how is everybody doing? It's been a while since I'm away. Also, double check, see how this stream is going. We are broadcasting this at 720p. I've cut the bitrate in half simply because I am on a metered cellular connection now. And so I want to see how does the metered cellular connection go, and cutting my bandwidth in half. And if I can cut it back even more, I might. So let me know how it's going. As I record these and upload them, they will be back to 1080p as I do that. But anyway, let's go ahead and check in on our comments. Oh, wait, hold on. Where am I? Really? I put together a thread with comments, but they have seemed to have disappeared. Why did my comments disappear? I don't get it. Let me... interesting. I had set something up with comments, and they had vanished. Oh, there we are. All right. They're back. They're back, everybody. They're back. All right. So, let's see. Yeah, last week there was absolutely no internet connection where we are. I had to use a little lodge. I recorded that one video, and it was just a pain. So we're back on the main processor computer. A very unconventional day to stream. We will not do another live stream this week until Friday at the Weekly News Roundup. We will be back for the Weekly News Roundup. I'm not sure if I'm going to have my green screen set up yet. We will go ahead and get that. We'll figure that out. Anyway, it will probably be a little bit different for a little bit until I get things normalized into the new normal. Also, what happened last week, the Discord server was memory hold, not gulagged, memory hold. Good luck talking to Discord about any of that. So screw Discord. It's a privacy nightmare program anyway. So we'll not worry about it. We will put up a matrix room when we get the chance. There's that. Anyway, yeah, it was either that when I told people to go check with your medical doctor about treatments, or when I PM'd somebody an article, I told them that I would send them. I'm not sure which one, but, other than that, I didn't use Discord last week when I was, memory hold. They're like, this guy hasn't been around for a few days. Send him to the gulag! So I got gulagged. About memory hold. I mean, there's a difference. If you are not up on your dystopian, gulagged is when you get put somewhere and punished and banished for a period of time until they let you out. I was gulagged at YouTube when they took down a video for reporting information from the authorities of this country. They hit me, and if I get another hit for doing some similar wrong think, then they will suspend us for a week. So make sure you're following over on Library and on BitChute and on Rumble. In case I do get gulagged, is he away for a week or he's been gulagged? Oh no, he's just in the gulag. You'll find that stuff if you follow on the other platforms. And but memory hold is when you just vanished. The whole server just vanished. My user count just vanished. And that was it. You don't exist anymore. Mr. Smith, Winston Smith, please erase him from the database. He doesn't exist. I feel like is the camera zoomed? Yeah, the camera's zoomed. That's why it's messed up. I'm like, that camera cannot be any further away than it used to be. Anyway, there we are. You guys can see more. You can see my spices. That's my cooking spices in those jars behind me. So let's see. Your mom says, okay, so tonight in my time zone, Mr. Core Nugget, they've already pitched Windows as part of the cloud and 365 packages at work. Just more Microsoft ownership over corporate networks. That is right. These Windows that the company uses, I use Linux personally. Hello, Moonbase Alpha Grace. Take me to your leader. Although I'm in a pretty nice spot right now. I'm actually on the campgrounds that used to be owned by the old evangelist R.A. Torrey. I'm at a conference at his old house, and he owned a campground up the road. His tombstone is just up this hill a little bit. It's up that way. His tombstone's behind me. Let me know if you see the ghost of R.A. Torrey coming behind me. Michael Howard, greetings. Working mixed environment, Windows and Linux, working hard to get it all moved over. Microsoft is just making it easier for you. When times Windows uncompatible to my laptop, I just try Linux Mint Permanent. Linux Mint Permanent? All right. Feels like nothing has ever happened. Yes, Kazang, we are live. I am back from camp. It was... We'll put it this way. Camp started like this. Day 1, 3 hours in. Director left for medical reasons. And we persevered through. So it was a fun and a blessing time. Reason things sell like this well as corporate world is that often predictability is more important than price. You know how much it's going to cost. They'll pay extra for it. Fluffy Cloud. Hello, Fluffy Cloud. Brilliant, Michaelis. How's it going there? Caught this one randomly. Yes, this is a very random stream. Babbler, greetings. How are you all? Blackworm, hello. How we doing? Just came from a Twitch stream. Well, greetings. Maybe I'll have to go over there. Any Creation Morph, hello. Currently waiting for Pop 21.04 VM to finish updates. Turn you into cat. No, I don't even have my own kitty with me right now. My kitty, it's funny, it was kind of a deceptive screen. The start screen said kitty is on vacation. No, actually the kitty is at home. I'm on vacation right now. So a little deceptive screen, but the kitty just wasn't here. I didn't want to do like Tom's on vacation with the cat running the stream. That's just going to turn into a giant meow fest. You guys might be entertained by the amount of temptations they eat. Is that like giving a kid candy? I don't really know. But anyway, if you just jumped on later, this will be the last stream of this week. I'm in a conference right now until Friday morning. I'm actually, though, really close to some really amazing waterfalls and things. And so with that being said, I'm probably going to stop there for a few hours on my way home. It's literally, I drive past the entrance on the way home. And so, it will be home for another week anyway. And so I'm just going to stop and turn in there for a while and do some hiking around some waterfalls, enjoy myself. And then I should be back in time on Friday night for a weekly news roundup. But the announcement for it will probably be a little bit late unless I do it super early in the morning. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, are we ready to dive on into the news? We just have business and Sillyville. This is the weekly news roundup that is usually recorded Friday and goes up on Sunday. You have noticed it is Monday, so I'm recording this one now, and I will get the edited videos up on all of the different platforms, and we'll get there. How's the trip? I'm going to pause here with the comments. Not Gary. Stick around to the end. We're just going to do our business and our Sillyville all in one run. We're just going to do it all in one shot, and then I will stop and I will take questions on the trip and questions on the amazing complete off-grid tiny home we're in right now. We are not connected to any grid. If a thunderstorm goes over, like strikes lightning all over the place, it won't really matter. We are running entirely off of battery right now. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. And I think I need this screen to start. I do not have my affiliate set up properly. I will see if I can add those in post-edit. I may or may not be able to. Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is another weird one, and they are going to be weird for a few weeks until we establish ourselves into a new normal as we move and transition. If you guys have not been following the live streams, I've not hit it on a regular video. I'm transitioning out of the sticks and bricks apartment and into a mobile moving customized van as a home and as a office and as a portable place to do things. And so we are transitioning into this. So we will have a little bit of a learning curve as we move on. The streams will be at 720p. I will still upload the videos at 1080p. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive on into the business news recorded a few days later than I usually do. So first, we are starting with Consumer Reports. They're launching a broadband together nationwide search for the truth about your internet service. So Consumer Reports would really like to see your bill, and hopefully they will probably tell us enough information that we already knew, and maybe it will be good enough to tell the rest of the world what is, what's going on in the world. Tell Congress, tell people in various different places how bad it is. I know all you people over in EU, Australia, like Norway, like you guys up there in like Moscow or other places in Russia north of the Arctic Circle are laughing at the silliness and stupidity of America's internet. This is not because of capitalism. This is because cronyism, and those are two completely different things. And so with that, they are launching a broadbandtogether.org so Consumer Reports can analyze the cost, quality, and speeds that are being delivered to people in communities across the United States. Put it to you this way, guys. While I am recording this at 720p, it is not because we lack upload. My upload in this customized van is 10 times higher than the upload speeds I had in my office with Comcast. That's insane. And so with that, what we see is they just want to see how bad it is out there. Now, speaking of being mobile and in a van, AT&T has Unlimited Elite. So I am running this one off of a Verizon network. And the reason I am is because I can get the most consistent internet in more places with Verizon. I'm still hunting to see if anybody can provide just a SIM card. I have to run my internet here to get good internet like I have. I'm actually running off of an IoT modem, and I'm running the IoT modem directly into the pfSense router, and it's an amazing piece of geekdom that I will show you guys on the channel another time. But despite having unlimited internet, I have 30 gigabytes of unlimited internet. If you can figure out how to get 30 gigabytes of unlimited internet, unlimited AE Infinity is greater than 30. But what they do is you can use all the internet you want, but after 30, it just goes into the super duper slow lane, and you will think that you went through a time warp and are now 1995 running off of a 14.6 baud rate modem. But with AT&T, you can pay even more. In fact, I even asked for, can I pay you more money to have more internet speed? No, we can't figure out how to do that because we're morons. Oh well, I guess that happens. But AT&T has figuring this out. You can pay them more money to get more data at the high rate. So maybe this is good news because if AT&T is doing it, then maybe Verizon will do it soon too. Or even maybe, I can find a provider that will provide me a SIM card that will work with my IoT router or modem here, and I can get off of Verizon again. Because I'll tell you what, Mint Mobile, still the way to go. Still the way to go. Mint Mobile, I think I'm paying $160 for the entire year. Verizon's like $100 a month. Ugh. But if I want good mobile internet on the road, I can do that. And no, I'm not hotspotting on a phone. I'm not using a little wee Wi-Fi pack. I'm sorry. I have greater needs for the internet than that. I am sitting right here doing all of the same stuff I did for my home office. Every bit of it with the pfSense router, running into a network switch, running into a gigabit internet, running into a NAS, running into a web server. We're doing all that kind of stuff right here. Unfortunately, it's Verizon forces me to do that. But anyway, with AT&T, you can get more. Unfortunately, AT&T does not work in as many places. U.S. cracks down on Fulfilled by Amazon, citing sales of 400,000 plus hazardous items. I can contend. You know that nice little ambient light generator that I used to have behind me? It blew up last week. I was just trying to turn it on. And then I actually had about 30 seconds to get it into the bathroom, into a sink. And it didn't make it quite that far. And 3 weeks before moving out of an apartment, it burnt the floor. Crappy crap on Amazon. So, no more ambient light generator. I wish I'd had it. I'd throw some nice lights on behind me, but no, it exploded into a fireball. I've only had it for 6 months. And so they're talking about CO2 detectors that don't detect CO. That's kind of problematic. Like, I have a diesel heater in here. I really want my CO detector to be detecting CO. Hair dryers without electrocution risks, like no fuses, stuff like that. This is why, guys, I really don't like buying a lot of things on Amazon, but unfortunately, I don't have a lot of choice. Because half the things I needed for doing my build out here is not available anywhere else. It's like, I want to spend money. Too bad, jerk. That's what I hear. But the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission filed a complaint against Amazon over the sale of hundreds of thousands of hazardous products, including carbon monoxide detectors that fail to detect carbon monoxide, hair dryers without required protection from shock and electrocution, and flammable sleepwear meant for children. That's all I need. What are we doing? Sacrificing our children to Moloch? Into the flames, my child! No. So dangerous products were offered by third parties using Fulfilled by Amazon program, in which Amazon stores products in its warehouse, ships them to consumers, and takes a sizable cut from the proceeds. Oh boy. The administrative complaint alleges Amazon hasn't taken enough responsibility for dangerous third-party products that it ships via Fulfilled by Amazon. And so let's see. It charges that specific products are defective and pose serious risk of injury or death to consumers, and that Amazon is legally responsible to recall them. The announcement said the named products include 24,000 faulty carbon monoxide detectors that fail to alarm, numerous children's sleepwear garments, all in violation of flammable fabric safety standards, risking burn injuries to children, and nearly 400,000 hair dryers sold without required immersion protection devices that protect them against electrocution. Great, that's all I need. I accidentally dropped my hair dryer in the sink. They're supposed to have fuses to prevent that from happening. Yeah. So that's exciting. Well, Google Meet. No longer will you have your free long-term internet if you want to, or not internet, conference. If you want to have conference limits, limitless conferences, you are going to have to pay us. Pay Google. So in light of the coup driving all communications online, free Google Meet users with personal Gmail accounts could take advantage of group calls without duration limits over the past year. The benefit ended the start of this month, and Google has detailed a new limitation. became available for all users in April of 2020. Google said it wouldn't enforce the 60-minute limits on calls until September 30th. Deadline for a group of calls that could run all day long was later extended into March 31st and again to June 30th. Google did not bump it up before July, and free Gmail users now have to live with one key group meet limit. Calls with 3 or more participants are limited to 60 minutes. 55 minutes, everyone gets a notification that the call is about to end. All right, so no more of any of that. Next, Microsoft fails to provide Windows 10 VM images for developers. The update, this has been fixed, but what was actually going on here, is the images, and I believe the security key images were not renewed, and you could do some things with developer tools at Microsoft, but not for VM. Let's see, what was it? 5 days, okay. Why is Microsoft taking 5 days and counting to upload fresh developer VM images for non-Hyper-V platforms? So specifically VM, so VMware. So it's like, I guess if you're using VMware or whatever. They're conspicuously missing for complete hypervisors, VMware, Parallels, and even VirtualBox. So if you're doing Windows development stuff, it's one more thing. Guys, we still are getting too many people testing it. We've already laid off the entire QA team. We still have too many people testing Windows. No, we need to kick all you people off so we don't hear about the bugs, so we just push all of this stuff off into the world. Come on, guys. That's what we're supposed to do. So there we have it, folks. There we have it. That is now fixed. You can now grab your things. So however that's worth. Microsoft puts PCs in the cloud with Windows 365. So this is a new web browser-based cloud PC service that you can use with Windows 10 or Windows 11 in a web browser. So you can jump on there, you can log into your computer, you can do all of the fun things, and now everything you control is on Microsoft servers. So that's kind of what they are doing. Windows 365 is a new service that will let businesses access cloud PCs from anywhere, streaming a version of Windows 10 or Windows 11 in a web browser. While virtualization and remote access to PCs has existed for more than a decade, Microsoft is betting on Windows 365 to offer cloud PCs to businesses just as they shift toward a mix of office and remote work. This is like the stupidest idea. Have you guys not been paying attention to how bad the internet is here in America? I mean, great. I'm going to access my Windows computer from a web browser. Excuse me, I'm going to go off myself in the woods. No. Windows 365 will work on any modern web browser or through Microsoft's remote desktop app, allowing users to access their cloud PC from a variety of devices. Windows 365 provides an instant on-boot experience, according to, what is that name? Is it Wangy McKelvey? You must hate your parents. A general manager for Microsoft 365. This instant access lets workers stream their Windows sessions with all of the same apps, tools, data, and settings across Macs, iPads, Linux machines, and Android devices. You can pick up right where you left off because the state of your cloud PC remains the same even when you switch your devices. Wonderful. That's all we need. Microsoft having more. Oh, is this a price? What is this? Windows 365 is only for businesses right now. Sorry, all you consumer plebs. It's easy to imagine a future where Microsoft could offer more powerful PC computing to consumers directly in a browser. A startup called Mighty is offering a $30 a month web browser that lives in the cloud, designed to offer better web experience on older laptops and PCs. Okay. Depending on what you're doing with some of that. Well, if you want to help support the channel, and since I am actually recording this from a writers' conference, I just seemed right to promote my science fiction novel. So Synaptergy, you can have a look over at synaptergy.com or tlm.li/s. And this is a science fiction dystopia novel. I accidentally said it was a nonfiction today, and then I said, well, the way the world's going, it might be soon anyway. You can actually come down here, click on this button over here. You can read the entirety of Chapter 1, see if it hooks you in. If you allow SoundCloud to load, then you can actually listen to the first 5 minutes of the book there. And then there are options on where you can buy the book. There might be other places to buy it as well. This list was compiled about a year ago when the book was first released. So anywhere where you buy books online, you can go ahead and find it. I have print books, ebooks, and audiobook editions of Synaptergy. So you can have a look at that if you would like to help support the channel. And let's go ahead and move on into Sillyville, shall we? A plane carrying Biden's press corps was about to take off and then cicadas swarmed. Does anyone else think that we're living in Exodus? If you guys also didn't notice, last week, lightning apparently destroyed a George Floyd memorial in, I think it was Cincinnati. Was it Cincinnati? Somewhere in Ohio. Honestly, we've been venerating that guy. Whatever you think of the circumstances surrounding him, he was not an upstanding citizen. We've been venerating him more than the Virgin Mary, and I think I got sick of it. And now we have the president. His plane is stopped by a swarm of cicadas. Let's see, that's 2 of the 10 plagues. Any more are going to come? Anyway, well, you guys that like to pirate your games, which I do not recommend. I don't even know the beginnings of pirating video games. But for those that do pirate video games, apparently, if you pirate Capcom video games, they seem to play better. The crack for the game seems to remove stuttering from Capcom PC games. I wouldn't recommend it. This is a really good way to get viruses, but anyway, it happens. Capcom, maybe fix your games so they play better without the crack. I don't know. Although I thought, I'd start hearing the word pirate, I'm thinking the Kraken is coming. Oh boy. Well, iPhone's native weather app becomes inaccurate at 69 degrees. There is some debate. Is this weird rounding? Or is this Apple having an aversion to, yeah, that? And there's speculation on either side. Some people say, well, it's just trying to round up to the nearest degree. But it is pulling data from the Weather Channel. Pulling data from the Weather Channel as it is doing, pulling data from Weather Channel as it is doing. Weather Channel doesn't seem to have a problem with rounding, but for some reason, if you get to 69 degrees, it does not record 69 degrees. It just goes all wonky on you instead. So let's see. Apple's weather app, at least on the current version, won't show temperature 69 for some reason. So here is, this looks like an Apple. What is this? Anyway, so here's the Apple device. That does still look like an Apple device. I'm guessing that's an Android device of some form or another. I don't know. I'm not up on my phones. It has a bevel. It has a notch. I don't want to look at it. So I don't know what it is. You guys can tell me. Tell me. There we go. Engagement challenge. What is this phone on the left? That must be one of the Samsungs, or is that a Pixel? I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, if it's 69 there, it's 70 over here, and they're pulling their data from the same thing. There's speculation, looking at the conversions. I'm going to get really good at this because all the thermostats I have in here, they're all in Celsius. I don't know what temperature is in here in Fahrenheit. I can tell you though that it is 28 degrees Celsius where I am right now. Let's see. But anyway, if you are running iOS and you have the mystical mastical band temperature, it may not actually work right. Well, Twitter accidentally gave its blue tick verification badge to 6 fake accounts, surprising probably nobody. I'm not sure there's too many brain cells among verified Twitter users either, so whatever. We haven't really lost much. They've long assured people its verification of accounts guarantees that the person operating them is genuine, but it seems the system is infallible. The company admitted it accidentally awarded the blue tick to 6 fake accounts within a few weeks after reintroducing the public verification program. So here's actually some nice lists. Number of followers, following, number of tweets, likes, creation date. Yeah, looks fake to me. 976 accounts are all part of an AstroTurf botnet consisting of at least 1,212 accounts. Network is split into followers, which follow the aforementioned verified accounts, as well as other members of the botnet. There you have it, folks. Might have a malicious or bribed insider. Something that happened at IG, paid up by spammers in that case. So anyway, there you have it, guys. Watch out for those Twitter verifications. And closing out our Sillyville, it is Microsoft again, as Microsoft threatens to resurrect Clippy as an Office emoji. They want 20,000 likes in return for Clippy, and it got them. They actually got 30,000 likes, but they have been coy as to whether or not Clippy shall return. So here's actually, there's GIF. I guess this is maybe what it might look like. I can say that this emoji is better than one of the other approved emojis for the 2021 group, and that would be a pregnant man. Not included here. I probably should have included here, but I did verify it this afternoon. It's just found it too late in the day to include it in the news. Maybe we'll put it, in fact, it's this week's news, so I'll go ahead and put it in next week's news. You guys can read all about it. But we do have a new 2021 emoji that is a pregnant man. Not a man with a pot belly. It is called the pregnant man. Because we all know that XY chromosomes put together can both lactate and produce babies. With that, guys, thank you for watching this edition of the Weekly News Roundup, and we will be almost back to a regular schedule by the end of the week, although it will be slightly revised. With that, thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux. Alrighty, let's jump on over into comments, see what we got. Alright, how was my trip? It was exciting. And I'm almost out of water. That sucks. Went down to the undisclosed location where there was no cellular internet anywhere. And it was a lot of fun. Our camp director did have to leave for medical reasons early on. Leaving the rest of us to scramble as to what to do. Fortunately, I mastered a pizza recipe because all we had left was gluten-free pizza crust instructions, and nobody at the camp was gluten-free, so let's make real stuff. So I made a giant swath of pizzas and things like that. And let's see, I took over teaching for a subject I've never studied, took over the head of the kitchen, did a little bit of crowd control, and had a wonderful time doing all of it. So it was very good. It was indeed very good. Turned out very well, considering how it is. That's that. Why are you using a van? Because a van is a lot easier to maneuver than an RV. So 5 words. It sucks better than Hoover. Ooh. That's right. You know, ever notice that a vacuum cleaner is the only thing that's good when it sucks? I mean, really, guys. Hello, Yates Networks. I'm here. I'm finishing up remote servicing. All right. SIM card do you need, and where do I send it? Amazon Locker, I got you. I do not know of anybody that would supply a SIM card. That's the problem. So these particular devices, this is the Airlink, Sierra Wireless Airlink LX40. You can flash the firmware for any of the major carriers. Verizon has the best overall internet, but best I can tell right now is that none of the resellers of Verizon services will work with it. Prepaid Verizon does not work with it either. I tried that first. I thought that was going to be an amazing deal, and it didn't work. Who knows? Maybe I could try it again sometime, but according to the corporate store, the prepaid cards will not work in that device. So there is that. And so I'm stuck paying a lot until I get it. I was actually offered a T-Mobile price that is truly unlimited at the same exact price point. So true unlimited, but it's T-Mobile, so it's not going to work in nearly as many places as Verizon will. I could do pay more for internet, have a T-Mobile for city centers and a Verizon for out in the middle of nowhere. But while I am still carrying a small amount of debt, I'm not willing to do that. And if the channel gets really huge and we start making a lot more money, that is not outside the realm of possibility. However, there is a challenge with that. And the challenge with that is that I can't hot swap the SIM cards because you have to flash new firmware to use the different internet providers. Let's see. Better Mind has done a great job on framing everything. All right. Verizon MNVO. See, the problem is I don't know of any Verizon MNVOs that work with this. I've contacted a few of them, and I've not found any that say that they will. Part of it is because it's a very interestingly specialized device. Alexa, can I be a slave? Yes, you can be Alexa's slave. Amazon Kindles your house down. Yeah, pretty much. The A in NSA stands for standard. Yeah. Alexa is your master. Alexa, jump in a lake. There's a lake over here, I think. Wait, where is it? That way. I think there's a lake that way. I haven't walked on that one. I went out to record my podcast for my Christian channel tomorrow. Recorded that, and I ended up on a walking trail. This was R.A. Torrey's property, so if you're unfamiliar with him, he was a Christian evangelist, so it's like, this is the scripture trail. Okay, I will walk on the scripture trail. And it ended up being like a 2-mile loop with like Bible verses every, few hundred feet or so. So it's pretty fun. And there's a lake down this way, and I'm going to walk down to the lake tomorrow night. So I'll get a chance to see the lake later. But so far, I'm here at a writers' conference right now, Christian writers' conference. It's really good. I'm actually in classes. If you're in the Christian world, I'm actually in classes with Bob Hostetler, actually, who did some books with Josh McDowell. So he's the one that is teaching the majors course that I'm doing out here. And then there's a few other odds and ends. It'll be kind of fun. Amazon has a product, but they're just calling it dangerous. Yeah. Toxic material in those smoke detectors. No, there's a radioactive material in those smoke detectors. Get it right. Americanium is used in smoke detectors. Basically, a smoke detector works by being a Geiger meter, and smoke will block the radioactive decay. I don't know if that will cause you good stuff or not. Maybe Sunbell. All right. Google Meet basically dies now. Amazon extended their product range. We embraced it, and then they extinguished their competition. That's right. Embrace, extend, extinguish. Why is that curling iron stuck to your backside? I don't know. Hello, Dimas. Greetings. Team, Slack, or Zoom, Telegram. Why would anyone use Google Meet? One thing, I think we are going to be doing the supporter streams with an audio instead of a video for bandwidth purposes for now. We will not be doing a supporter stream this week. There's too many other things, and actually Thursday night at the same time we'll usually do the supporter stream as a nice event. I skipped out on today's events. Evening events, but I will be back for evening events. We don't have any tomorrow, and then Wednesday and Thursday I'm doing the evening events out there. Favorite is Telegram. Kid you not, there is a warning label not to stick in there. Oh boy. Windows 365 is like Chrome OS, probably. Got rid of micros, soft bugs. There'd be nothing left. I know, right? That cloud is full of germs. Texas demon rats coming down with the coof. Yeah. I'm glad that they were treated with a super highly effective preventative treatment because the game plays poorly because of DRM, then don't buy the game. Yeah, I read the reviews first, right? Yeah. Clippy was the best feature of Micro's Soft. That's right. Greetings, Tech. How's it going there? MS threatens to return of Clippy. Don't threaten me with a good time. That's right. Blue check mark is now a sure sign that you should not trust what the source says. As a factual matter or as moral advice. Very good, yeah. What did you teach today? I am not teaching today. I am in classes this week. Last week I was teaching. So last week I was teaching geology, and consequently I know nothing about a rock. I told the kids there will be a professional geologist here at the end of the week. If you ask me what this is, I will tell you it's a rock. But even I learned about rocks and minerals and things like that. And we found a lot of fossils, and it was fun. So, pregnant man, what is society? I know, right. Windows 365's copy of Linux Mint shells. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Networks. I'm curious if I could sleep in a caravan mobile home. Might be a problem. Bed over 6'6". Yeah, if you needed something over 6'6", I have a ProMaster, which is the widest of the available vans, and that at its highest point is a little over 6. So it's like 6'3" or 6'4" or something. It's good enough for me. What really tall people do, there's two things you can do. You can put a slightly wider bed horizontally and sleep diagonally. I've seen people do that. The other thing you can do is do a bed that folds up into a couch, or you just run it vertically along the van instead of horizontally. Let's see. You said Sierra Wireless. Yes, Sierra Wireless LX40. That is correct. Yes. So if you can find something, that would work, let me know. As far as I know, the only thing I can use with that, as far as Verizon service, is officially corporate postpaid Verizon, which is good, like $100 a month. Which isn't bad, except it's limited to like 30 gigs, and that's why I'm streaming at a lower bit rate. And I'll probably teeter down the bit rate until we find something that doesn't work well. Anna Rita, greetings in the van. How's it going? I don't know how the kiddies are doing. They're at home this week as well. This is the week where I'm doing testing. I actually have to do cooking in here as well. Last week, I slept in the van. I used it as my staging ground at camp, but all the meals and stuff were provided and stuff, so I didn't have to do anything. Here, this week, I do have to cook in the van, and I actually have internet access, so I have access to my full mobile office. I'm trying to get a full work weekend. I'll probably have a slightly reduced video schedule, just because I'm trying to get caught up on all my client work, and I have a massive list of client work to get caught up on. But so far it's doing good. One thing I need to do is see how hot does the van get in here on those super heat wavy days. I saw it get up as far as about 36°C. So that's pushing 100. So that's pretty hot. However, usually it does not get that hot. Right now we are at 28°C, and I could actually get it a whole lot cooler, except I have my doors and everything all closed because I'm streaming loud in a campground, and it'd be better if I'm not making so much noise. But when we're done with the stream, I'll open up the doors. It'll cool down in here really fast, and then I'll just keep things a little bit quiet. Better never get in prison. Certainly could not sleep there. Let's see. Wait, there are Christian writers conferences? Never heard of that in Europe. Yeah, I don't know about Europe. There might be. There's probably are. In fact, I know there are some in Europe. There is a writers group. I can't remember the name of it right now. I actually have a subscription to it, but it will tell you where all the conferences and things like that are. Conferences, magazines, anybody looking for submissions. It's like $20 a year for the online version. Really good deal. But they have a list. You can sort by state, sort by times, locations, everything. This one out here was actually established in 1909 by R.A. Torrey himself, 1908 by R.A. Torrey himself. He was offered a chance to come out and teach out here. He loved the place so much he bought a lot of property, and he's, the place has been in his trust since then. So it's a really nice place. New to Linux here and trying Manjaro, but it's a bit slower than when you're Windows 7. That's interesting. I've never seen Manjaro be slow like that. I actually use Manjaro on my Raspberry Pi for work, and it's actually fine. That's weird. Yeah, it should not be that. It should not be slower. Benito, greetings. What did the hackers get in this Microsoft Exchange info? I don't know. I don't know. I want to use Firefox and open like 7 tabs with YouTube playing. Stream freezes. Rocks are fascinating, hiding all those precious minerals. Yep. Hi Tim, are you talking to me? I'm Tom. I'm not sure. If I get 30 gigabytes for £10 a month, 4G in Scotland. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Rub it in, why don't you? Rub it in. Go ahead. You cut me open. Now pour in that salt and just keep rubbing, Jack. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm paying $100 for 30 gigabytes. We're seeing Team Tom in the dark. I'm in the cave. Yeah, I can turn on more lights if I wanted to. In fact, like this one, it gets really bright in here. I can turn that one up a whole lot. I can turn on that one. I mean, I got lots of lights around here, but the cave is much nicer. I like the cave better. It's the cave. I feel like if I reach back here, get the cave. Let's bury the hatchet. Yeah, that was creepy. Oh boy. Let's see. I just turned in Windows in the cloud. Really? Yes, that is Windows 365. And with the next update, the whole internet gets a blue screen. That's right. 36. Yeah, it's actually not that hot. I mean, it doesn't feel hot to me. No, it's 26. It's not 36. It's 26. Oh yeah, it's gotten as high as 36. That was when all those heat waves are coming through. Do with Manjaro because you lack RAM. Get a solar portable shower. Right now I actually use this. Woo. From Rural King, a little small hand, pump it up. I also use it for dishes and stuff like that. So, really nice, handy little guy. And works out well. However, I'm at a campground here, and we have full showers, so I don't need to do anything funky with the showers there. Let's see. Check your ISO. That's another thing to do. Can I put Linux on my resume since PlayStation OS is Linux based? Probably not if you haven't developed on it. Show download isn't compromised. Yeah. Laptop running Manjaro. Default governor was set to power save. Okay. 7 also happens. System doesn't freeze. Just open Task Manager and kill Firefox. Tom got that mixed up with TLM. Made me think Tim. Oh, no problem. No problem, man. This is the first instance of someone actually pays for something in Scotland. Maybe. I don't know. Scaring me. That's right. Yeah, you need to have one of these around so that if you need to, you can do fire starting stuff. You know. See if I can pull her off. Got to get the paint off of it to get a good spark going, but yeah, I'll have to work on getting a good spark out. Just got the hatchet, so I just need to clean up the fire starter a little bit more, get her running, and I'm not really sure I want to throw sparks all over in here anyway, but you know. Let's see. Is there enough corporate executives dumb enough to buy it? Trust me. Windows automatically uses virtual memory in your hard drive. Manjaro does not. You just need to make a swap file. Okay, that might be it. You really need more RAM. Windows 11 makes me want to try Deepin again. Yeah, you know. Windows 365, cloud, blue sky of death. There you go. Deepin looked nice, and yes, MS once again copied some elements from Linux DEs to recognize some elements from Ubuntu and Deepin. That is right. Let's see. Did take all my banking apps off, and they're staying off. Yeah, there you go. I have one specified computer just for that type of stuff. Which version of Linux Mint are you on? I'm still on 18.3 right now. I was hoping to get this computer over into either 19 or 20 before coming out here, but I ran out of time. I will be doing that hopefully next week. But I need to get off of 18.3 because it is out of support now. But 20.2 just dropped, or is it 20.1? Whatever the new version of Linux Mint just dropped. That one looks very good, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now at this point. So, and we'll just deal with any small bugs that might happen. I'm going to put it on the laptop first, though. Win 10 scared me away from Windows to Linux, and gaming becoming a thing on Linux. Hello, Girag. Greetings to you. Oh, boy. Well, I think we've gotten to the bottom. I'm going to adjust my settings again. I'm going to see if I can find a good output frame rate for what we're doing. I'm at 2500 now. Let's see what happens if I drop down to 1500. It's going to find a good stream rate that will work, that will not be stuttery or buffery. Is it going to drop? I don't know. Looks like it may not want to drop much lower than that. Oh, because I changed the buffer size, not the... Let's try that. We're going to see if that... so I dropped it down to 15 KB. I'll have to research what I can do for that. Hopefully that's still good. Let me know if that's still good. GNU cache installed, and we'll begin going through your tutorials again soon. Yeah, I need to. Let me know what's missing and what we can do to bring that up to date. I want to update that. I'm probably going to convert my QuickBooks, that's existing QuickBooks, over into GNU cache because I looked at accounting and it's just not a good option. Chart of accounts, going to do setup. Is Linux dead or is it still going? Oh, it's just fine. Yeah, Linux is going just fine. Have to go. Nope, no problem. I'm probably about to wrap up here. Well, looks like 1500 works well as also, so I can cut down to that, and that really saves up. A lot of bandwidth. So I'm running about a third of the bandwidth as I was doing. I can probably go a little bit lower. I think I can go as low as like maybe 1,000. I don't know. Let's see. Let's do 720p streaming bandwidth. See what we get. Good upload speed for streaming. Live stream requires two things: power, good upload speeds. Anything between 762 and 61 is ideal. Well, $15 and $4 plus $128 for video. Live resolution 720p at 30 frames per second. You'll upload 41. I don't even know if I trust what they're saying because I'm running just fine on a fraction of what they're using. So I don't know. We'll run with this for a while. See what we can do there. Anyway, let's see. How do you like Matrix Element so far? Well, they're not memory holding me like Discord, so I guess it's pretty good. We're gonna be using more with that. So if you want to find me anywhere else to chat, find me over there. And I'll have more information later. I might jump off of the @Matrix onto something else. Sure, I'll email you if you find anything. Yeah, I also need to look into something else for you too. I'll try and do that very soon here. A new AMD chip, but I'll have one, but have to run the one I bought to get the BIOS to work. All right. Switch to Studio Van. There you go. That's right. That's right. Linux is not dead. Yeah. How does one get that impression? I don't know. I mean, come on. My entire van is running on Linux. Literally. Okay. Linux. Well, okay. The router's BSD. There's 2 Linux servers back there. There's 2 Linux Raspberry Pis there. The computer here. And I have 2 Linux laptops in here. So, yeah, we're running on Linux. Very geekly. Don't go lower with the bandwidth. That's completely unnecessary. The stream does not lag. Using Windows 10 until 2025, then switch to Linux again. Recommend specific self-hosted chat service. That's what I'm looking into. Like, I love the Jitsi that we've been using. The problem is Jitsi is a massive bandwidth hog, so I don't know if I can use it unless I happen to be on on a publicly available Wi-Fi somewhere. So that's kind of the problem that we're going to be running on the supporter stream is we're probably going to run those at least for a while on audio only. Like I'll do video, but I'll have the guests film, jumping in just an audio platform to save a lot of bandwidth. I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. So, with that, we're experimenting with that. We'll start looking into those options at the end of the week or early next week. Let's see, if Windows license activated my account, so it's free for you. All right. Self-hosted chat services, though, I need to look into. You can self-host Matrix, I believe, and so I want to look into doing that. That way, I have a little bit more control over that. So, I don't want to be memory hold. I don't want to be memory hold. Do you want to be memory hold? I don't want to be memory hold. Deepest consolences. I know, right? I know. All right, I think we're gonna wrap up here. Sadly, no kitties to feed right now. I see the jars behind you. Is that food? So jars behind me, those are actually spices. And above it, there's a grapefruit, oranges, rice, flour, sugar, cream of wheat, tea, and probably a few other random odds and ends pushed back there. Got an old Dell laptop from 2008. Gonna install Windows 10 just before the Windows 11 upgrade is available. Then laugh like heck when Windows 11 dies horribly. There you go. I like Rocket Chat, but I'm gonna have trouble with it on Docker. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Everyone, a moment of silence for the kitty who's on vacation. Like, not on vacation. Kitty's taking a vacation from me. Just discovered Nextcloud integration in GNOME with Pop! OS. That's awesome. Oh yeah. That's I mentioned that on every video. Try to swap and check out works. Very good. Yeah, your Manjaro should be running better than Windows. That definitely should. Hello, John. We are just about to wrap up. You see God stuff? No, that back there is good stuff. The God stuff's right here. That's the God stuff. That's the good stuff. That's the God stuff. So, let's see. All right, we will wrap this one up here. Thanks for hanging out. Jitsi is a bandwidth hog, then it should work better. Less quality loss or less required CPU encoding. No, because I don't think other video conferencing stuff is that bad. Yeah, CJ's having the party of his life. Yeah, probably. They're all over there, like, right now. They're holding, like, some kitty thing. Oh, what's favorite distro at the moment? I always steer people to Linux Mint. I absolutely love Linux Mint. It works. They stay pretty cutting edge. It's really good. So, Linux Mint. Razzie get used to wearing his harness. What's wrong with him? All right, guys. We will wrap this up here. I know no kitties. Sad. They might. I don't know for sure. It depends on where exactly I stream the weekly news roundup from. By now, my Comcast internet should be gone, so I don't have internet in the apartment anymore. that I know of, and so I could, I guess, bring stuff over there, but no, since I have actually built my streaming computer into the wall of the van, no, I'm probably just gonna stream it from here. The question is, do I put the green screen up by then? I don't know. Main system uses KDE. It's online account stuff. Go to Nomies. That's right. All right. Catch you guys later. Have yourselves a wonderful one. No more live streams until Friday of this week. I will attempt. I will attempt to be back with some other videos here soon. Thought it passed away. The guy from Linux Mint is still going. No, the guy that passed away is from Peppermint. But I thought they released another one, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, guys, we will catch you guys later.